everyone, the makeup room is coming along. I've got a few things up on the walls. I need to get a few more things up, but I've got the majority of it finished. And I'll show you in just a minute after this video. But first, the makeup. I went to Ulta tonight and I picked up a couple of things and I have them on right now. Plus, a Tom Ford Sheer Cheek Duo. I have that on right now as well. So the Tom Ford Sheer Cheek Duo is so pretty. When I first saw this, I thought that this would be just too bright, this blush and this highlighter. This blush would be too bright and I would be just, you know, it wouldn't look good on me. But way about this product that is really different when you put it on. It goes on so super sheer that you never hit that screaming bright berry color that's in the palette. And in the palette, it looks actually more berry than in photographs of it on the website. So you've got this luxurious little compact that they do, that Tom Ford does, and then you've got your blush and your highlighter, and this blush just goes on super sheer. Now these are a little on the not so soft side, I would say. They're kind of hard. You kind of have to really put your brush into it. Now look, you saw how bright that was on my finger, right? Well, look how sheer it went on. It goes on super, super sheer. You can, of course, build it, but it's a super sheer. It's just the formulation. It just goes on very sheer. The color is not super opaque or intense in these. So then you have sort of a peach colored highlight, shimmery. Very pink on, isn't it? I'll show you how I put these on today. And there's the shimmery pink peach highlight. So this is how I put these on today. I started out with my face already bronzed and everything, and then I put this sheer sort of berry pink fuchsia on as my blush, and I had to put a couple of layers on because it does go on, just automatically goes on very sheer in color. Then I put the included highlight on top, and it was pretty, but let me show you this Lorac highlight that I got tonight. It is amazing. It's called Illuminating Highlighter. They have 4 shades of this. I got the shade called Starlight. I just kind of popped this right on my bone, my cheekbone, after I had put the Tom Ford products on. These highlighters are intense, and I'll tell you about this in a second. But the Tom Ford Blush and Highlighter Duo is nice. It's a sheer, pretty wash of color. It goes on very evenly. It's not streaky at all. It's a very pretty color. It's a very sheer finish, and the highlighter on it is good. I just like a little stronger, more metallic highlighter on top of a normal highlighter like the one in the Tom Ford palette. But it is quite luxurious. These palettes are quite luxurious that they package them in. So these Lorac highlighters, oh my. So when you first dip into these, they kick up all over the place. Let me just get that out of the way. But this was the prettiest color that I thought they had. They have 4 shades. There was another one I really liked called Moonlight, but this one's called Starlight. They are a creamy, soft, intensely metallic, brilliant highlighter. So what I did today was I just took this on a real thin, narrow fan brush and just popped it right on my jaw, on my cheekbone. Just a real narrow stripe of it, and it is intense. These are creamy and just really soft. There. This one is a really kind of a whitish champagne pearl. It says they're very pearlized, and that is true. It is a very pearl finish. I love it, love it, love it. So I had been wondering about these for a while, and I was excited to see them in the store. The Illuminating highlighters. I wish I would stop buying highlighters. It's out of control. That's all I'm buying right now is highlighters and blushes and bronzers. It's insane. So on that note, I went to Ulta tonight and picked up the Lorac Take Me to TANtego bronzer palette. It comes in this box, and it was in this display that just makes you think of traveling, and oh yeah, look at the palm trees and the ocean. Oh man. Any packaging with palm trees, it just has me. I don't know what that is. So this is a really neat palette. Who would think a bronzer palette? You know, why would you need multiple colors of bronzer? Well, this one works out really neat. So you have 4 colors of bronzers here. You have 2 mattes and 2 shimmers. I will show you swatches. This first one is called TANtego. I did not wear this one today. It is very light. I don't know that it would really even show up on me. Now I'm very pale, but I just think somebody would have to be paler than me for that to really show up. Do you see how light it is right there? The one I used today was called TANtego. A good bronzery color right here, right there in the middle. That's a matte. And then these 2 shimmer colors I just love. The Cabo Tan Lucas is a pretty bronze shine shimmer. It's so shiny. Can you see how metallic it is? So I put that on top of my TANtego, which I did my usual bronzing with, and then I put this on top to just give it some shine. Oh, that's pretty. Look at the shine on it. I love it. Now, here's what's interesting about this palette. This last color called Tanta Cruz is sort of a deep taupe plummy metallic. So what I did with this was I contoured with it, and it matched really well with the bronzer that I had on there. That's it right here. It's got a shimmer to it. It's got a golden bronzy shimmer. So I contoured with that. I just hit down here in the hollow of my cheek with it, and I thought it looked just perfect. I love this palette because I can layer the bronzers and get sort of a more dimensional effect from them. I can use this as a contour, one of these 2 as your actual bronzer. This one's a little light though. And then I can layer this on top of the bronzer to give it just a little shine and a little summery looking finish up there. So I'm loving my bronzer palette from Lorac. I caught myself doing something really funny today, and I wanted to know if anybody else ever does this. I had my bronzer brush out, and I was bronzing, and I thought, well, I have too much, you know, right here. So I took the bronzer brush, and I cleaned it off a little bit, and I was wiping it, you know, I was wiping off some of the excess bronzer that I had on my temples. And then I went and tried to put more bronzer on my cheek with the same brush. Like, if it's going to erase too much off of one area, why would it add more to another area unless you dip it back in the product? I think I do that all the time, and I don't know why I did that. It's just really funny. I was wondering if anybody else did that. Like, you expect it to behave differently in 2 different places just because that's what you want it to do. I don't know. So tonight at Ulta, I checked out Fiona Styles. I've heard about them. I've never tried any of their products. I've never seen them in person. I've heard about them though. This is their Ultrasuede High Intensity Lip Color. The color is called Lennox. I think this is like glass. This is a heavy, heavy package for this lip gloss. This was the most practical of the colors that I found, and I have that on right now. It looks much warmer and hotter on camera than it is in real life, but this was the most practical of the colors. All their other colors were just really bright. This is the most super saturated, intensely pigmented liquid lipstick I have ever tried on. Let me just show you. So it has a normal sort of doe foot. It reminds me a lot in the saturation of the color of a Laura Geller color drenched liquid lipstick. It is intensely pigmented and opaque. Let me just show you how this goes on. Look at this. It is like paint. It is seriously like paint. Look at that. So I put this color on my lips a couple of hours ago, and it is just hanging on. It is so moist feeling and creamy feeling and comfortable. However, it is starting to feather a little bit into my lines. Can you see? And I usually don't have any problems with that. I don't know why, but I never have any problems with that with any liquid lipstick or any regular lipstick. It's feathering down here a little too. Look at that. Color saturation, if you don't have any lines around your lip or if you want to wear a lip liner, I would recommend getting one of these. Otherwise, I think it's going to feather on you. Maybe younger people can wear it, I don't know. But wow, the saturation on it, I love that. Okay, the makeup room is coming along. You can see my messy vanity in the background there with my ring light. And I need to get something for that wall over there, but I don't know what yet. And then I picked up this little table today. So it's coming along nicely. So stay tuned. I'm about to do a big order of a bunch of different products. I'll be reviewing all that stuff, and I'll see you later.